Good morning, students. Let us take up the same chapter, continue the same chapter, Geography as a Discipline, Chapter 1, from the book Fundamentals of Physical Geography. And we have discussed about what is geography, why should we study geography, how it is an integrated discipline, what is the importance of geography. Then we have also discussed about the relation between man and nature, development of geography through different time, through different ages, and geography and other subjects, how geography is related with other subjects, and then geography seeks to answer the questions like where, what, and why. And we have also discussed about geography and social science relation. And then is geography and natural science we have discussed about. And the most important part in this chapter is branches of geography, which we have discussed about, that there are basically two important branches, physical and human geography. And the approaches are two important approaches, which are systematic approach and regional approach, and how on the basis of regional approach and systematic approach the different subjects are classified. And we have discussed about the regional planning, systematic approach, and regional planning and regional approach. Today we will discuss about the physical geography and its importance. you know, it's very essential to know and understand the importance of physical geography because it provides a solid base for all geographical studies. Okay? It provides a solid base because when we do not know anything about physical geography, we will not know what is happening on the earth's surface. So, this fundamental and most important branch of geography is primarily concerned with the study of lithosphere, with the study of atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere. Okay, and we can see here that the lithosphere is concerned with the study of landforms, drainage, relief, physiography, geomorphology, evolution of the landform. Okay, and then all these elements of physical geography are important because they have direct influence on man's activities, isn't it? Because biosphere, that's a zone where all lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere all joins together, right? And forming a sphere where life exists, and that is your biosphere. Okay, for example, plains are utilized for agriculture. Fertile soil provides solid base for agricultural development. Soils are formed by the process. What's the process? If someone asks you that what's the process, under which process the soils are formed, you can simply say that pedogenesis is the process through which the soils are formed. So soil formation depends upon bedrock or parent material, as we all know about it, and the climate. I mean, these are the different factors influencing the formation of soil: parent material, climate, biological activity of vegetation and animals. Okay, relief and time, because these are very very important factors. And I think you must have learned it in your junior classes also, that the formation of soil takes place only due to all these climate factors like climate, parent material, biological activity, right? Then plateaus have rich minerals and forest resources, as we all know, and there are different plateaus which are in our, of course, in the world and in our country also. And these plateaus are rich in minerals: Chotanagpur Plateau, Deccan Plateau, right, and Shillong Plateau. These plateaus are, of course, rich in minerals. Plateaus have rich minerals and forest resources. Mountains are source of rivers, and they also provide forests, pastures, and great sources of tourist attraction because of their natural beauty. Okay, Now, if we discuss about that, physical geography includes study of lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, as just now I have told you. So each element is very important, and the importance just now I have discussed with you. But the question rises here that why is physical geography important? Physical geography is, of course, very, very important. I mean, as when we want to study about this, it is very important because the importance of physical geography is to study about the variations and associations of features of Earth's surface. And human beings, why is it so? Because human beings interact with the natural environment, and then the work goes on. For example, pattern of cropping, difference in soil, climate, then facility, then your different types of facilities, then about farmers, etc. All these are related, and all these are dependent on what? Physical geography. If we do not have the knowledge about the physical geography, how can we study about physical geography? How can we facilitate ourselves? So, one of the subdisciplines of geography is the physical geography. For example, climate. Climate involves the study of composition and structure of atmosphere. Okay, atmosphere elements which control weather and climatic conditions. Like, what are those elements? Like temperature, pressure, winds, masses, fronts, cyclones, anticyclones, then types of precipitation in the solid form or in the liquid form, then condensation, and different types of climate. Okay, so climate affects our food, climate affects our clothing, climate affects our shelter, and climate also affects our lifestyle and the sorry, economic activities. So it has a deep impact on natural vegetation, cropping pattern, and livestock. Then temperature and precipitation are the two most important elements, or you can say components, of climate, which have a great influence on the density of forests and the quality of grassland. India is par excellence at that, a monsoon country, as a monsoon winds infuse life into Indian masses and sets and starts what agricultural season. All agricultural activities are dependent on monsoon. So monsoon rainfall recharges the groundwater aquifers, which provides water for agriculture and other uses in dry season, isn't it? Then when you look at hydrosphere, what about that hydrosphere? Hydrosphere includes all water bodies such as oceans, seas, lakes, and associated features with a warm realm, isn't it? Oceans are rich storehouse of large variety of natural resources, marine resources, and of which food, especially fish and mineral resources, are all or of outstanding importance. Manganese nodules, isn't it? And all these are found where? And it has the sea beds and the ocean beds are rich in salt, right? Manganese. I mean, this is what that ocean are, of course, containing and having different types of resources, marine resources, some minerals, soil. Okay, then comes your biosphere. Biosphere lies where, at the interfaces between the first three inorganic realms. Remember, in the beginning I have told you lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. So it is the most important realm because it contains all forms of life, including human, animal, and plant life. Okay, so we can say that the study of physical geography is once again emerging as a very important branch of geography because it helps it helps in evaluating and managing natural resources. Got it? Then, with the increased population, what do you see? That the improved standard of living and technological advancement and natural resources are exploited at an accelerated rate. Most important one is the technological innovations, and with the help of technology, that the man is or human beings are getting interacted with the physical environment, right? And so exploitation is taking place recklessly, right? And without taking care of our future generation, we are not focusing on sustainable development. So therefore it has created a serious, what, ecological imbalance. Hence, a serious study and understanding of physical environment is the need of the day for sustainable development. Now the time has come. We should focus on sustainable development, and we should have proper resource planning. Otherwise, a time will come when there will be no, when there will be the dirt of natural resources or free gifts of nature, as the people in the beginning, that most of them were confused that whether these resources or the free gifts of nature, we can use them recklessly, it can be renewed every time. But this is not the thing, that there are resources which cannot be renewed. Okay, so we have to look for alternative source, or we have to give importance to the sustainable development. Okay, now, we have discussed about the school, the importance of physical geography. Let me tell you something about the scope of physical geography. That physical geography examines the interrelationships of the phenomena, which are occurring on the landforms, and those phenomena to the human activities. Physical geography is the study of our home planet and the components just now I have discussed with you: hydrosphere, biosphere, lithosphere, and atmosphere. How does it affect life? How does it affect human life? It, of course, affects the human life. I have discussed with you that it affects the human lives, or as far as all our economic activities, and all our economic activities or day-to-day life activities are dependent on physical, by studying the climate and the topography and the evolution of landform. Then physical geography is the study of natural features and phenomena on the earth's surface and our interactions with them. Okay, now let us discuss the last topic of this chapter, that's your scope and career options, which you should know about, right? And this is, according to me, this is a very important one, and as a humanities student, one should always know about the scope and career options, isn't it? And in the beginning, when I introduced this chapter, this subject, I must have told you about the scope. Now let us discuss about, or let me tell you something about the scope and career options of geography. Okay, popular careers, sorry, in geography includes academics, researchers in organizations, cartographers, okay, map making, the people those who are involved in map making, cartographers, environmental consultant, that what is going on the earth's surface, and if they research about something, then they have to answer that this particular area will face ecological crisis, or there will be ecological crisis or imbalance, or the problem will arise in this particular area. Then demographer, who is a demographer? Who study about the population, the distribution, the density and population, about the patterns of population. Hydrologists, who are they? Study about the water, about related to water, okay, oceans, about the seas and the water, rivers, right? And then the salary, as far as the salary is concerned, the salary would differ from job to job and from country to country. Then typical careers: environmental consultant, town planner, because when you study about the urbanization, when you study about the settlement geography, definitely you can have a structure, you can you can make a structure or outline of a town, right? So a person can be a town planner as well. Geographical information system officer, GPS, GIS, geographical information system, right? And then conservation officer, teacher and lecturer. And a geography students complete higher degrees, their career opportunities expand, right? For example, GIS specialists can pursue roles as GIS managers. Earning a geography degree also prepares graduates for careers in non-traditional areas, including conservation, urban planning, and environmental research. They can also get involved in environmental research work. So, we have discussed about the career and scope of geography as well as the importance of physical geography. I hope you must have understood, and this was the last video, right? I'll send you assignments on the basis of topics which we have discussed so far, and you have to do it in your copy. So that's all for